First things first. I wanted to clarify something I don't see often when people do formulating tutorials. If you're working with water and heat, your final overall volume will decrease by your cool down phase. This happens because water evaporates. When you heat up your aqueous and oil phases, it's normally kept below the boiling point of water, but once you add them together, a chemical reaction occurs and it's usually exothermic, and releases heat. That heat will evaporate some of your water. I say all that to clarify that, once you have added all your ingredients and your mixture has cooled down, make sure you recheck the mass. Most likely, you will readjust the mass by adding cool water back up to your desired final volume. Now that that's out the way, I wanted to talk about the switch I've been seeing within the 4C Naturals sphere. The new group of 4C Naturals, who have been natural for maybe 2 to 4 years, are showing themselves to be texturists and bullies. They push the narrative that 4C hair is only healthy when you have curl definition. And when you have curl definition, this is how 4C hair looks nice. I've talked about how the natural hair community is not a welcoming place for cloud-like 4C hair. But I didn't know it was as bad as what it actually is. It is to the point where, if you don't have curl definition, no matter the actual health of your hair gets degraded and called nappy and beady beads. That's so emotionally damaging. This idea that the only curl pattern 4C hair has is only the one that clumps or is visible, is part of what gets 4C Naturals frustrated and makes them hate their hair. You have people pushing the use of gels as the only natural way to style 4C hair. Plus, they then claim that a twist out is unnatural. So now, this begs the question, if your hair does not easily clump, with or without gel, how are you supposed to keep your hair? Would your hair be healthy if it can't clump? What do you do then? Even when the act of conditioning your hair is called into question, as you forcing your hair to do something it doesn't naturally want to do. And then you're told that keeping twists or using styling tools is ultimately wrong. It's all confusing. This leaves new 4C Naturals at a disadvantage. If your hair doesn't clump, that's a negative against your hair and how you take care of it. It's drilled into us that properly hydrated hair will easily clump. If not, your hair must be unhealthy. There isn't a place anymore where 4C Naturals can safely learn about their hair and actually learn how to love their hair. It's either you fit this mold, where your hair is elongated and uniformed, before you're accepted into the healthy hair group. To know that this is the state of the community that was built by women with 4C hair, because we didn't have a safe space anywhere else, is saddening. Yes, I acknowledge that loving your hair is a personal journey. But when you're constantly told that everything that your hair does, and how to best take care of your hair and make it look nice, is wrong, how can love develop in that environment? How can we even like our hair in that environment? It's a downward spiral back to being insecure. But now, the call is coming from inside the house. It's a colonizer house, with a colonizer mindset. The messed up part is, I don't see this getting better. I don't see the mindset of the masses changing to where undefined 4C coils can happily exist. But such is life. We have to constantly fight, just to belong. The child who is not embraced by the village will burn it down to feel its warmth.